It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. He's taking a shot on his first play. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it's going to be Vikings football. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Working quickly here. They send Hill right. Back now, pressure on its way. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Motioning him from the slot right. He'll throw again on 2nd down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And this one's going to approach the 10, but looks like it's down right at the 13-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Offense up to the line fast. Here's the snap on 4th. Pass taken in by Diggs. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them out in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
He'll throw it yet again. Got a man, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll start pushing them into field goal range. A small gain to the 38. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Love that call, Brock, going for the slant route, trying to move the chains, but The defense read it all the way. They had somebody right there ready to knock that ball out.
You know, if there's one thing consistent with you, Kate, you do love that route.
I love that route, man.
You love the slant. I know. It's from your childhood of watching Jerry and Joe and the Niners do it so well. But this defense, they knew what was coming, and he was able to separate that slant from the ball before they could ever get going.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. Slot man in motion right. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's going to be 4th and short.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
They send a receiver in motion right. They're going for this. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
They are throwing it again. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Throwing it again here. Buys time, rolling right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Got his target. It's Hill. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Vikings hoping to take a lead going into the break. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Pass play coming here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times can't get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. First and 10, looking to throw. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they bring him down around the 34. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. Dropping back to throw. He finds it beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
That's garbage.
A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Running this one left. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. And now it's just he and 4 other running backs, the only players to ever reach 25 rushing touchdowns in a single season. With that score, he joined some great company to be in. Sean Alexander, Priest Holmes, and a couple of Hall of Famers, LaDainian Tomlinson and Emmitt Smith. Aubrey good on the point after. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. To throw here on first down. Completed to his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Lays out. What a catch. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send a man in motion. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I'll tell you what, anytime we get to see this safety display his range, it's a thing of beauty, not just in the passing game, but look at him navigating all that traffic downhill and applying the hit to stick it behind the line.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing third and long. Back now, pressure on its way. And almost someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Lions have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Play action on first down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Another chance for him. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. He picked up 6, has him close. 3rd and goal from the 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. Only a 20-yarder here. Game's kick is good. And that will add to their score.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They give it to him again. Oh, the football's loose. Going the other way. Lions have it.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing now, following the turnover. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd and 6 now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Back to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Going for it on fourth. Cut by Diggs. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete out to the right. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On first down, they'll run. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Pickup of 3 on the carry. That's going to bring up 4th and 2. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. The former soccer star Brandon Aubrey on now to attempt the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And it's intercepted. The defense wasn't fooled at all. And the Vikings have some new life in the 4th.
Well, that is a case of going from bad to worse in a hurry. They had to try and force the throw to get the first against a defense that wasn't fooled at all. And that left them in perfect position to make that interception.
They'll come out throwing. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Alford has the INT. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
The give here on 2nd. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Wow, how about the timing on that call? They catch him off guard, and it's an easy score on that wide receiver run.
That's exactly right. They crossed up the defense there, busted some tendencies. What a great call. And what great vision as a ball carrier. You don't always see that from wide receivers. That is a job well done.
That one right down the middle. The Lions take a 3-possession lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. He'll throw it. He's going deep. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Flushed out of the pocket. That one's complete, right side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. Making a 24-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Vikings trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. And they'll kneel this down. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this will be his second effort of the contest. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So it's one for the win column for the Lions. And they get one more victory in a division champion season. That, of course, not the